KHON2 News at 6 with Joe Moore.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on this Monday, the 10th of June. This past weekend, one of the largest mass delays of flights not due to weather affected more than 6,000 inter-island passengers and tens of thousands of travelers nationwide. Gina Mangieri is always investigating and is seeking answers about what happened. Gina?
Hawaiian Airlines was affected by a glitch that appears to be from a GPS software update. The FAA, Hawaiian Airlines, and other airlines nationwide still don't have answers from the manufacturer about why it happened. No passengers were in any danger.
Hawaiian Airlines tells me this weekend was the most widespread delay and cancellation episode not caused by weather that they can recall at the usually punctual airline. I asked their director of flight operations what happened.
It started with there's an enunciation that the GPS receiver is not receiving a GPS signal. That alone would not ground the aircraft. The problem then was the transponder announced that it wasn't functioning correctly. That's what grounded the aircraft.
The transponder is what tells air traffic control where each plane is, and this glitch hit 14 inter-island planes and many other airlines around the world at midnight Greenwich Mean Time, or 2 p.m. Hawaiian time Saturday.
Was there any warning that it was coming? It seemed to hit you and many others at the same exact time.
No, there was no warning, and it came as a surprise throughout the industry.
A surprise, especially since adding GPS data for transponders by 2020 is an FAA mandate, and conversions have been working fine for several months. Not so long ago, planes flew and air traffic control tracked them just fine without it.
Was anyone ever in any danger? Were the pilots disabled in any way?
Yeah, no, not at all. The navigation of the aircraft was never compromised. So we knew precisely where the aircraft were. The pilots operating the aircraft knew exactly where they were. The issue was that the air traffic and their system of radar coverage was not seeing the aircraft.
Airlines across North America and Europe were hit. Locally, only 14 of 20 Hawaiian 717 inter-island airplanes were affected. Hawaiian found a workaround by getting all 14 planes back to Honolulu to swap the malfunctioning GPS box with the original system. The FAA had them come in one by one.
They only wanted one of those aircraft without a transponder at a time in the airspace. So that's what caused the delay.
A delay that pushed back 54 flights for more than 6,000 customers, ranging from 21 minutes to 5.5 hours. The glitch directly canceled 8 flights, plus 8 more that Hawaiian got up and running, but too late for Lihue air traffic control to accommodate. The latest restoration was a Maui flight at 1 a.m. Sunday. The FAA is investigating the incident nationwide and told me in a statement, "We are working to determine the cause of the problem, which may have resulted from a software update to the aircraft navigation systems." The FAA added it tracks flights on radar in addition to using satellite technology, so airborne aircraft are under continuous surveillance by air traffic control. Manufacturer Rockwell Collins did not yet respond to our questions about the cause. Hawaiian Airlines is waiting for an answer from them, too.
What are you expecting of this vendor and this manufacturer going forward?
Transparency as to what the issue was and a clear path forward to correct it and ensure that it can't happen again in the future.
Airlines will have to continue conversions to include the GPS data for its transponders by the 2020 deadline.
Now, they say it will help in terms of efficiency of their inter-island operations and their nationwide operations, but nobody saw this glitch coming. About 400 flights had to be canceled on Sunday on regional mainland carriers that use the same manufacturer's GPS. Besides the 14 planes stalled in the glitch here in the islands, Hawaiian says the rest of its fleet was unaffected. Gina Mangieri, KHON2 News.
With